Brandon Skinner here. We're on episode number 5 of the No BS Show. Today's guest appearance is Ryan Maddox from Country Financial, longtime friend, known him for quite a few years now. So pleasure to have him join us here today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was awesome working with you when I did, and yeah, it's been great. I'm working at Country Financial now. Absolutely love it. I do all types of insurance. Commercial, auto, home, life.
Okay.
Everything.
What do you specialize in? Is there a certain one of those that you work with a little bit more than the other? Or?
I work a lot with mortgage brokers.
Yeah.
And so the auto and home side, all with the auto home bundle discount you get, I work a lot with that, and that kind of bleeds into the life side as well.
Okay.
When you have a $500 or $1 million home, you want to make sure that's protected for the people you leave behind.
Yeah, very true. And how did you get started with Country Financial?
Well, believe it or not, I was a customer of Country for about 6 years. So as soon as I got married, same way I get my customers, that's how I became a customer.
Yeah.
And I called my agent up one day, asked him how he liked his job. He said he loved it, and he kind of just helped me speed through the hiring process, and now here I am.
There we go. And what do you love about working there? I know we have a couple of mutual clients, and both have great things to say about yourself there. So tell us a little bit about what you love working there.
The similar to you is I can go out and I can get business any way that I want to. I can go out and I can network with anybody. I can work from home on the day. I can go out and drive into Portland or Beaverton or Seattle. Any way that I feel is a good way of getting business, I can do it. Yeah. Just the networking side. I love being able to meet with people, talk with people.
Absolutely. And that's actually one of the things I wanted to talk about today, or that we both love doing is networking, right? Yeah. So, getting out there, giving more than you take, and just, helping others succeed like yourself. And that's the key, is helping somebody else succeed, and, it comes back full circle there. So
Absolutely. What
would you say some of the keys you look to do when you're out there networking?
Well, I think the first thing that you're talking about is you got to actually be out there.
Yeah,
that's true. You have to be out in the community. Be out and do something that you care about. Get involved with a nonprofit you care about. Get involved with your church or a club or something that's doing some kind of work that you agree with, right?
Yep.
The reason I feel that's so important is because, one, you're doing good.
Yeah.
You're doing good in the community, and it shows people you're real. It shows them who you are, what you really care about.
Yeah.
And then from there, you're getting to know people within that organization, and that just bleeds into so many other relationships.
Yep. And that's one of the keys that I love to, especially with what I do, is being able to set business owners up and save them a significant amount of money on their processing, also helping them grow by providing them the tools to streamline their business, make it more efficient for them, and then with the new venture, Flat Creative, helping them, build their brand and tell their story. And it's really about getting out there, and like you said, networking, you got to put yourself out there first and foremost. Hit people up on social media, shoot those LinkedIn messages, if somebody's got a similar passion as you, and just collaborate, see how you can help them. And that's what it's about, is really helping others succeed, and putting yourself out there and going after it. Because if you're out there and able to help even one person, that's something that's truly a passion of mine, and why I love networking. It's just getting to know people, helping them find their passion and become successful out there. So
oh yeah, totally. That's what I really like is when you first meet somebody and you're asking them about what they do, is you're not thinking about how can this person help me.
Yep.
But it's constantly, who do I know that this person can either be a mutual benefit, or that they could benefit them? How is it I can help them?
Yep.
Something besides, nobody. I have a mortgage broker friend that works at Evergreen Home Loans, and he explained it this way: that nobody wants to be that person with their hand out asking for leads all day, right?
Yep.
And nobody wants to work with that guy. So that's the biggest thing, is looking for how you can help that person.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. Was two of our best partnerships we have. A couple of POS companies across the country, one here locally. And the real cool thing was, it just started with, we had a couple leads for them. We found some people that were interested in their POS system. We went to them before even asking for anything. It was like, hey, we got this client that we think would be a great fit for your product. Can we work together and get them set up? Did that a couple times, and 2 years later, now we do probably 5 or 6 deals a month together. And it just started all with reaching out, saying, hey, I got something for you, with not expecting anything in return, because ultimately it was all about helping the client out and the customer, getting them what they want. And next thing you know, we become good friends, and we do a lot of business together. And it's funny how many examples or times that's happened over the years. And that's what networking's about, is going out there, doing for others, and then in the long run it comes full circle. You're paying it forward, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's really cool when you find those other individuals or those other or people that aren't just looking for the hand-me-outs, that have that same mindset and philosophy of, let's work together to create a better experience for everyone out there. And that's what I love about networking. That's probably one of my favorite things.
Well, and like with your example, that was kind of a lead, but the way that you network is it's not just, hey, I have this person who's looking for your service.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many other ways that you can network other than here's leads, let me give you leads, and then you give me, it's who do you know? Mm-hmm. Like a favorable introduction is what it's called in my industry is who do I know that you could benefit with a relationship with?
Yep.
Or maybe you have a specific roadblock. Mm-hmm. That you have a CRM tool that's not working good for you.
Yeah.
And you need some help with that. Well, hey, I have this CRM that I really like. Let me help. Mm-hmm. There's so many more ways to help people. And, it builds that relationship. And then all of a sudden, you get into that realm of people do business with people they know, like, and trust, right?
Exactly.
You have that ongoing relationship.
Yeah, no,
right?
absolutely. It's kind of funny. Actually, just kind of reminded me, earlier this week, I reached out to someone on Facebook who just started doing some motivational posts. And I've been doing those for the past year or so now. And it was really cool to see somebody else here locally put themselves out there just to, put that positivity out in the world. And I just reached out to him a couple times, give him some shout outs and some props, great work on that. Yeah. And then just like, hey, let's meet for coffee, let's talk, let's collab, let's see if, we can bounce some ideas off each other, because, it's about putting that positivity out there, because you never know who that could inspire and who that could motivate to put them in a better position just by doing something. And there's nothing looking for in return in that. It's just putting that positivity out there.
Yeah.
And it was a really cool experience. We ended up having coffee for a couple hours and didn't even realize it had been 2 hours. So
that's a good meeting.
It's just one of those conversations you have, and you can just talk with someone all day, and it was just that shared passion. And another great example of using the tools with social media and everything too to network. You can get out there and just reach out to people. Hey, I saw that post. I know this person, like you said. Or hey, who do you know that I might be able to reach out to help for you?
Yeah.
So and that's what it's about. It's just building that community that you live and work in, and just helping everybody out. And the power of positivity with it is truly amazing.
Yeah.
So
well, like you're saying, I work with mortgage loan officers, and I work with realtors a lot too.
Yeah.
And so my favorite question to them is, who is it that I can help you connect with?
Yeah.
And it's not, anybody can say, oh, somebody who's buying a home. It's like, okay, well, obviously. Give me something more detailed that I can look for.
Yeah.
What's a relationship that you want to build? Mm-hmm. And help them get to that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's, I totally agree.
Yep. And again, just another way to do it, and I keep going back to the social media. We've been doing a lot of stuff with that.
Yeah, you guys have been on fire with that.
It's been a lot of fun. But it's a really cool way to network. You see people posting on recommendations or what they need, and looking for something, and that's where when you build that community of people that you're out there networking in person. Don't forget, we're on Facebook on our phones all day long. You can go out there and really, hey, I know this person. This might be a good connection, and tag them in that post, or hey, check this out or check that out. And that's another phenomenal, easy way too to network, and just again keep building that community, paying it forward, and trying to help others out, because that's how you just make the community stronger and better, and you really build that environment, that team of people around you that love networking and love paying it forward.
Yeah.
So
well, it's amazing the presence that you can have on social media. How many people you can reach through your Facebook profile or an Instagram profile. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, how cool is it that you have the ability to completely make somebody's week or month or year with one introduction. Mm-hmm. One introduction can make somebody's sales year. How awesome is that, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's really cool. It's truly amazing how, just with networking and helping, and just like even sharing a post of somebody that or you work with or want to work with, how that can help them in such in such huge ways.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really cool with the technology nowadays, how we have that and that ability to do so. So it's just being creative with your networking too. There's obviously the traditional ways of, going to the mixers and going to like the morning coffees and doing stuff like that. But, just mix it out. And the key is just you got to constantly put yourself out there. Kind of the first point we talked about is just really focusing on that, and just in every opportunity, always be closing in a way, or always be putting yourself out there, and always be networking, because you never know who you might meet or who they might know, or who you might know to help them as well. So
that's such a key point, and that was one of the things I wanted to talk about, is get out to those events, anything that remotely relates to your industry.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't, you want to support somebody else who's going out and they're hustling and they're just building their business.
Yeah.
If they have something going on, go to that event, because you might meet somebody at that event that could be a key figure in your own business, or that you might be able to help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Getting out there and making sure that everybody knows what you do.
Exactly. And then with that too, even, like the events, but just when you go out in general. This past weekend, I got a chance to go to Philadelphia for the Eagles game. It was a cool experience. But when I was out there, just ended up just out at the bar, hanging out with some people, just casual conversation, oh, what do you do? What do you do? Next thing you know, he's like, oh, hey, buddy, come talk to this guy. You were just complaining about your merchant services,
Oh, no way.
make that introduction. So it was cool. It was we were just hanging out. It wasn't anything like that, just small talk for, a good couple hours there and just hanging out, having a good time. And next thing you know, he's introducing me to somebody who's got 3 restaurants in the Philadelphia area, and we're connecting this week to hopefully do some business. So it's just it's putting yourself out there in every situation and just being you and being real and telling people what you do and making connections and having those conversations. And just that's what it's about, really. So
And being genuine.
Yeah, being real.
You talked about when you give, it comes full circle, and it absolutely does. But you don't want to give for that reason. It's going to happen.
Yep.
You need to be genuine. You just need to be that kind of person that wants to give as much as you can, because honestly, it's better to give than to receive, right?
Yep,
You actually
absolutely.
do get fulfilled when you give. And then the fact that it comes right back around and you receive from that is just awesome.
Yeah.
But don't be doing it for that aspect, because people can see right through it. And
Yeah, exactly.
You might get 1 or 2 trade-offs for that, and then what? You
Yeah.
want to build relationships that last, that have
Exactly.
longevity.
And that's how you make it for the long run. And in business, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's about building those true relationships where you're putting others before yourself, helping improve the community, not only by giving back with your time and your resources, but, obviously money if you can as well is huge, but, just going out there, going to those networking events, going to, being part of charities, donating your time, and just helping others, and, just being a genuinely nice person and being positive out there. And that's how you really thrive and survive in business, because you're real and you're just doing what's right out there. And that's what it's about.
Absolutely. Well, I like how you say positive too.
Yeah.
Because there's so many studies that done on positive psychology and what that does for your actual workforce, what it does for your pocketbook.
Yeah.
I mean, you make more money when you're happy. It's crazy, and it's awesome.
Especially with all the negativity you see online and the news and everything like that. That's one of the main reasons I started doing the motivational videos, was just trying to get some positive content out there, because just so sick and tired of the negativity and everything like that, and bringing people down and bashing others. And that's not what the world should be about. There's so many amazing things going on in the world and amazing opportunities. The power of positivity just needs to be put out there that much more in the universe. So that's another great way. Kind of went on a little tangent there about positivity, but it was a great combo with that. So
what I will say that you're doing with the podcast, with the vlogs, with the social media presence, and the videos that you do, what do you call them that you're doing on Facebook now?
The motivational videos.
Yeah. How long are those?
Those are usually a minute.
Okay.
1 to 2 minutes tops.
Super easy to watch. Sit down and it's very beneficial, right? But that's your way of giving information to be giving, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Every successful person that I sit down with and I meet, specifically loan officers too, is I'll sit down, and it's the ones that are making a ton of money that don't need anything from me.
Yeah.
Those are always the ones that are the first to give me a bunch of help.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are saying, hey, this is how you're going to want to build your business.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what loan officers are going to want to see.
Yeah.
Right? So that's if it's something that is in common with everyone that I've met that's successful, well, maybe we should be doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's a very interesting point. I really love how you brought that up, because, and that's something that's developed into a real passion of mine, is just helping other people succeed. Or, I've had multiple people over the past few months reach out, or, hey, I need some advice on this with my business, from an auto repair shop to a pizza place, right? So it's just really cool, and I love being able to help and give that advice out there. And just, my goal is to, if I could just help one person a year, obviously more than that, ideally like a month or a day even, just help better their lives just for that day, help inch them better towards their goals and accomplishing their dreams. That's what I'm passionate about. That's what I love doing, and just, makes me happy. And that is how you network too, and get you out there and excited about networking, is if you can find what you love to do and be passionate about it, and you're able to give back to others, you're that much more excited about it, you're that much more enthusiastic, and it's amazing how it comes full circle when you're real and when you're that passionate and when you put yourself out there.
And it's contagious.
It is.
People are going to adopt that mentality too. And they're going to want to send you business, not because, oh, he sent me this, so now I have to send it. They're going to want to do it because they like working with you.
Yeah, that's very true.
And they want other people to be, man, this guy's awesome. You're going to want to come and talk to this guy.
Yep, absolutely. And that's, successful people that put themselves out there. They're usually real. They give more than they take,
Yeah.
and they're positive. So, I mean, those are the major key attributes to being successful out there and really networking effectively. So make sure you keep that in mind and, pay it forward, do for others without expecting anything back.
Absolutely.
And that's how you're really going to be networking effectively out there, and make sure you build a successful business, personal brand or business brand as well. So remember that it's about others before yourself. Keep that in mind and you'll be very successful out there. So
That's right.
yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, Ryan. Appreciate
for
you
having me.
joining the No BS show. It was a fun time, great
it was.
conversation. So
It was great.
great catching up as well. So
Yeah.
if you need any auto, life insurance, business insurance, make sure and reach out. We'll give a shout out and put his info in the vlog here. So thanks for joining us,
Yeah.
and let's make it a great day.